thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been.
Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, bringing you the watch along this afternoon / evening for Leeds United as they take on Norwich City. Live in the Emirates FA Cup. If you do fifth round, if you do watching the replay, please do make sure that you are leaving a like on the stream. Hitting that subscribe button if you are new. Thank you very much indeed, folks. Everybody who's joining us here today, kick up on the way for you at 4:30 in the Emirates FA Cup fifth round. And folks, in just 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks on this day, you will hear the words, "This is the Carabao Cup final," out of my words. In 2 weeks' time today, you will hear for one more time this soundtrack. But only for one last time this season. My favourite competition out of the two, and it is the Carabao Cup final as Arsenal take on Manchester City. Kick off is at 4:30 on Sunday, the 22nd of March, and it will be the only stream of that day as well. And it will be one of those where we don't give fan cams either. There won't be fan cams after the Carabao Cup final before you all start going, will there be fan cams? No, there will not be bollocks. Because if we win the Carabao Cup, I'm going out for a party. And I have every right to. Well, that is international break. The international break, where we might be able to provide those. We don't provide those as part of our normal schedule, I'm afraid. But big up to you, Corey. How you doing? Welcome aboard to you. Okay. So Norwich City are the visitors to Elland Road then, and only one more team after this game can join tomorrow's FA Cup draw. And of course, we won't find out which of those two teams join the draw until after the draw, because of course the draw will take place before West Ham United against Brentford, which is a 7:30 kickoff tomorrow. Give me to watch. I, however, will not be here for that. I will be taking my day off tomorrow. As a customary, I will also be taking a day off on Thursday. But next week, you can join us on Tuesday and Wednesday for Champions League action. And you can join us for Newcastle against Barcelona on Tuesday night. That will be the game live on Prime. 8 o'clock kickoff, Newcastle-Barcelona. And then it will be the early kickoff of Bayer Leverkusen against Arsenal on Wednesday at 5:45, with coverage starting on Realltom Football at 5:30. And on Friday, which of course is this Friday coming, we are going to bring you some EFL Championship action. No. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, no, we're not. I am not watching Wrexham Swansea. No way. Maybe I will do a Thursday watch along then. Yeah, I think I might do Forest. Who are at home to Midtjylland. Yeah, I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But yes, anyways, the schedule will all be confirmed day by day next week. I'm just going to play it by ear. But you will definitely have Champions League watch-alongs on Tuesday and Wednesday. And the weekend's action for the Premier League next weekend as well. Will be Arsenal-Everton as a 5:30 kickoff. We will be live for that one. That will be the first stream. The only stream of Saturday. And afterwards, I will provide a fan cam. There will be no Saturday lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. There will be no stream of West Ham Man City due to fan cams. So Crystal Palace Leeds on Super Sunday. Man United Villa or Forest Fulham to choose from. 4:30 kickoff is Liverpool Spurs. Monday night, a week on Monday, of course, Monday 16th of March. Brentford Wolves, and then the Carabao Cup final weekend. Like I say, any Premier League games that are taking place on the day of the Carabao Cup final will be disregarded and ignored. So the Premier League will not be featured on here on the day of the Carabao Cup final. But Saturday of match week 30, you can join us Saturday, you can join us for Brighton Liverpool to start, and we'll do you either Everton Chelsea or Leeds Brentford as well. Then Friday night, you'll have Bournemouth Man United. And again, reminding you that on the day of the Carabao Cup final, there will be no Premier League coverage of Realltom football. It will just be on the day of the Carabao Cup final, the Carabao Cup final, and the Carabao Cup final only. Okay, people are getting excited. Can Norwich get themselves into the hat and provide Arsenal with a chance for that lovely away day in East Anglia? Let's find out by having a look at the team news and the match information. If we go to our famous partners of SofaScore. If I can find it. No. I can't find it. So what we're going to do is we are going to have to do the whole screen. I will do you screen what? No, I won't. I'll do you screen 2. Because then... okay, and then I can bring that over there. Okay. And now we've got... Here we go. Let's have a look then at this. Let's just remove Fraser's comment and put the kickoff time back for anybody who does want to know that. Okay, Serie A, we're going to start you off with that. Lecce beating Cremonese 2-1. Bologna beaten 2-1 at home by Verona, and 2 o'clock kickoff 0-0 to Fiorentina. And Parma. Getafe 2-0 up against Real Betis in La Liga. Villarreal beating Elche 2-1 at 1 o'clock. 2 more games to go. Nothing exciting in the Bundesliga. And big win for RC Lens in the French Liga. I mentioned to you how Paris Saint-Germain dropped points on Friday night against Monaco in a 3-1 home defeat. Well, that 3-1 home defeat has been responded to by Racing Club de Lens, who are second in the table. And now that 4-point gap has been closed to 1 point by Racing Club de Lens, getting a 3-0 win today over Metz. And goal scorers were Saud Abdulhamid, Florian Talvin, and Amadou Haidara in that 3-0 RC de Lens win over Metz. So all getting a bit tight for PSG after a 3-1 defeat to Monaco, coolly responded to by Racing Club de Lens with a 3-0 victory all over in 52 minutes against Metz, who are bottom of the French Liga. Emirates FA Cup, Fulham 0, Southampton 1. Another good away day for Arsenal into that draw tomorrow night. Ross Stewart's penalty for Southampton, getting the victory at Craven Cottage. And that was the first of 2 giant killings, I suppose you could say. Because at 1:30, Ben Wane's opener secured the win for Port Vale over Sunderland, who were pretty poor in that game. But it finished Port Vale 1, Sunderland 0. Last but not least then, Elland Road, the focus as Leeds United take on Norwich. And most certainly these 2 are definitely good away days for Arsenal as well. If I had to pick one, I would have Norwich in the hat, because obviously Carrow Road is a good away day. But that's not really what we're focusing on at the minute. Lucas Perry in goal then for Leeds. A back 3 today for them today of Bornau. Biol. Ayaka Biol. And Gabriel Goodmanson, that's it. I do know your last name, just not your first name. Okay, midfield 4 of Dan James, Ethan Ampadu wearing the captain's armband, Sean Longstaff, former Newcastle player, and Wilf Nyonton. Then the diamond front 3 of Lucas Demetra leading that diamond, Joel Perot and Al Tanaka join him. On the bench for Leeds United and Daniel Farke, Carl Darlow, James Justin, Pascal Strauch, Jayden Bogle, Sam Byram, Anton Stack, Ilya Groove, Brendan Aronson, and Facundo Buonanotte. Now, Okafor is out with an injury unspecified, and he is the only player unavailable to Leeds. Grimshaw, David Grimshaw, Daniel Grimshaw in goal for Norwich. A back 4 stay for them of Fisher. That's Kellen Fisher alongside Rauri McConville and Jose Cordoba. And also you've got Ben Chrisen in that back 4. So Ben Chrisen, Jose Cordoba, Ryan McConville, Raui McConville, and Kellen Fisher. Defensive midfield of Kenny McLean. Kenny McLean still plays for Norwich. And Sam. In the defensive midfield 2, which is a midfield split into 2 parts, the attacking 3, sees Liam Gibbs alongside Edmund Paris Magoma and Ali Ahmed. And then it is Matthias Chrisgarden, who leads the front for Norwich City. On the bench for them is Vladan Kovacevic, Yakov Medic, Harry Darling, Jack Stacey. Harry Darling, what a name. What a name. Harry Darling, Jack Stacey, Anis Ben Slimane, Jacob Wright, Forson Amankwa, Errol Mundle-Smith, and Tony Springett. There are, wow, a lot of players out for Norwich. Mirko Topic out. Ante Schnack out. Gabriel Forsyth out. Papa Amadou Diallo out. Harry Amas, former Man United player, as you can see by his profile picture, out. Yovan Makama out. Oscar Schwartau out. Pele Matson out. Lucien Mahovo out. Jeff Schlupp, former Palace player, out. Shane Duffy out. Mohamed Toure out. Wow, all unspecified injuries. A lot of players out then, guys. Okay, those are your team news. Yes, you don't need to say any more Carabao Cup. I know you got a sneak peek. Yes. For your information, yes. The Carabao Cup's intro does sit on my side screen all the time. Yes, due to a fault with the screen share by tab feature, I did have to use the alternate feature of being able to share the entire of one of my 2 screens with you. And for my own personal privacy, I did share the second screen with you because the second screen is a second screen. The main screen has a few more bits and bobs on it. Although maybe I should have moved the Carabao Cup intro over to this side. Who knows? I don't really mind you seeing it. I don't care. The FA Cup, I mean, look, I tried yesterday to give the FA Cup a bit of love, but didn't work out. So, yes, didn't work out in the sense of, by the way, I'm just stretching there. Sorry, folks. Anyways, stop with waffling because Elland Road. Yeah, I'm a bit gutted. This isn't a Carrow Road, but nevertheless. Anyways, Elland Road ready to rock and roll. Should be a thriller. I hope it's a thriller because I haven't seen many thrillers this FA Cup weekend, needless to say. We get one today. Darren England in charge as your match official. VAR, of course, in operation. This is a Premier League ground anyway, so it would be. And I'm not going to moan about it because it's only the grounds that are not Premier League grounds that have VAR in operation where I will criticise the FA. Okay, one more time in the Emirates FA Cup. On this FA Cup 5th round weekend, live on Realltom Football kickoff has commenced, and this will be the last time that the Emirates FA Cup Red appears on Realltom Football before the Carabao Cup final. I know, no more FA Cup until the Carabao Cup final after this match for me. Woohoo! My favourite cup competition is coming back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks for the final. I'm buzzing. Oh, I love the Carabao Cup final. I love it. Just to check. I'm not doing it. No, excuse me. I don't love the Emirates FA Cup as much as the Carabao Cup. I am not going to do Friday and Monday. I'll do one or the other. Am I attending a game on Wednesday or Tuesday next week? No. So, am I going to be absent when I should be streaming? No. I don't do Friday and Monday together in an Emirates FA Cup weekend. I also don't like 7:30 kickoffs. And that's exactly what it is tomorrow. 7:30. 7:30. No. Anyways, shush your mush, because once that draw is done tomorrow, I can get into Carabao Cup mood. Yay! Oh, I'm so excited. I do wish I was going to Wembley, but nevertheless, I'll be here. And guess what? I am gonna have a party if Arsenal win the Carabao Cup. And I don't care if people want to call it the Mickey Mouse Cup, because guess what? I don't care. Nine coming, mate. 9 straight. 9 straight Carabao Cups for Arsenal. And by the way, for any fans who aren't supporting Arsenal, I do apologise that we are mentioning the word Carabao Cup so much in this stream. But, I mean, quite frankly, on this channel, you will hear the word Carabao Cup a lot. Because myself and Charlie are Carabao Cup lovers. And Arsenal fans are desperate to win the Carabao Cup this year, needless to say. And we are so close. So, yes, for anybody who's new, you will hear the word Carabao Cup a lot. Well, we're going to break your record of 9. No, 10. And we're going to get to 11 because we're going to win the Carabao Cup 9 in a row, 9 in a row, 9 in a row, 9 in a row, 9 and a 9, 9, 9 in a row, 9 in a row, 9 in a row for the Arsenal. Let me hear you singing 9 in a row, 9 in a row, 9 in a row for the Arsenal. Charlie, 9 in a row. Dreams. Can you imagine us having 11 Carabao Cups in that trophy cabinet with those 14 FA Cups? Yes. 14 FA Cups, 11 Carabao Cups. That would be total cup dominance by us. And yes, by the way, the Arsenal are the best team in the FA Cup. 14 trophies. Yeah, you're not going to win a UCL ever again. Liverpool and Chelsea are never touching the Champions League trophy ever again. I'll say that as it is. Liverpool and Chelsea are never touching the Champions League trophy again. At some point, Arsenal will win the UCL. But the UCL is for Arsenal, Real Madrid, and Man City. And don't tell me Barcelona are going to win it. No, they're not. You disregarding Barcelona? I fucking hate Barcelona. I'll have you know. What is there to like about Barcelona? And don't tell me Lionel Messi, because I don't like Lionel Messi. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, you want to try that one? You'll get it shoved right back up your backside, mate. I hate Lionel Messi. Nothing to like about that guy. Who's on comms for this game? Summerton. Yeah, I wasn't bothered about listening to Mike Minay for that Port Vale game. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Pele is. Really. Bless up Pele. Passed away a couple of years ago. Ronaldo is better than Messi. Both Ronaldos are better than Messi. But I'm talking about CR7. Messi is like just about in the top 10. Nowhere near the top 5. Nowhere near the top 8. Not even in the top 9. No, he's not. The guy is awful. There is nothing to like about that guy. Charlie, don't you say that Messi's good. Messi's a fraud. Messi is a fraud. Daniel Farker not on the touchline. Hey, he has a touchline ban. So 0-0. First 10 minutes have not really offered too much. Here come Leeds. Joel Perrone. Can't get any rhythm, Leeds. Norwich defending well. They are in form. Have been in form. Well, a young Leeds fan who has eventually died after a battle with cancer, Ella Lynch, being remembered by Ellen Drone. Delusional. Don't look at the Ballon d'Ors, look at the actual player. First proper effort from Leeds comes from Sean Longstaff. Didn't threaten Grimshaw in the Norwich goal. I don't think I know. Mate, both Ronaldos are better than Messi. R9 and CR7 are both better than Messi. Here come Norwich. And Messi's been finished for years as well. Oh, and to add, we're still in his, 30, 40-year-long career, heard a single word of English from Lionel Messi. Here come Leeds, promising attack, Goodmanson. James was in the middle, corner it'll be. First of the game. And that's nodded away. It's going to drop for another one. No, it's the drop for a front. Ampadu will take for Leeds. Listen. Non-turn. Altanaka. Longstaff's ball. It's heavy. Dan James won't get there. Yeah. Big ask. Could have been, but no. Delusional. I will say that to anybody who calls Messi better than Ronaldo. And I'm not ISO speed, but you don't need to be ISO speed to know that Messi's way better than Ronaldo. Way worse than Ronaldo. Way worse, I said. I said bet and then stop myself. Oh, my background, mate. You're talking about the shelf over there. A bit messy, I know. I mean, it is a bit of a cluster over there. I will admit that. And there's about 100 carry bags over there. Leeds score. A mix-up at the backs. Leeds to Leeds, taking the lead. Messi is not the GOAT. Defensive mix-up gives Leeds the lead. And 20 minutes. VAR are going to intervene. He's going to go for a review. It's handball by Nonto. Yeah, it can't count. Goalkeeper's coming out. Yeah, it's off Nonto's arm. That goal can't count. Darren England then after review. After review. Leeds number 29 had balls in the build-up to the goal. And the final decision is a direct free kick to Norwich City. And goal disallowed. So no goal. Back where we started, Grimshaw receiving treatment because he did get clattered in the process of that. Gyökeres. Absolutely, Victor Gyökeres. You didn't think I was going to say that, did you? Did you? Go on then, keep it up. Gyökeres or... I'm waiting. Come on, play the game. Okay, Messi or Gyökeres. I picked Gyökeres. James's flick. Manchester's going to win the foul as he was on the turn, got pulled down by Cordoba. And them two had a right good old battle in midfield. Floated in. And Nonto from range into the crowd. Opens up his body. Not a bad effort. You could see the technique he was trying to go for. Didn't work out for the young Italian. They've knocked out Sunderland. So, yes, I mean, Sunderland were pretty piss poor. I'm not going to lie about that, but that's both Newcastle and Sunderland been piss poor this weekend. Haven't got no DMs. Nope. Hang on. Good. Hang on. Way worse. Way worse. Way worse. You heard that right? Way worse. Dan James will chase it. Dan James has got to it. Dan James across. Oh. 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 Here come Leeds again. Non-stop Leeds in a minute. Then Mecha on the turn. We weren't great, but over the line, job's done. Move on. I've not got much more to say about it. It's not a Premier League performance, so I'm not going to go over the top with it, but it wasn't great by us at all. We weren't lucky to win. We deserved to win. We just didn't perform well. We always were going to deserve to win before a ball was kicked. Yes, I would imagine you are. I mean, that was absolutely piss poor from Sunderland. No, but we deserve to be in the quarterfinals anyway. I've got free kick here. Right. This, by the way, people, is Coral Football Super Series zone. Because I did pick 30 minutes to half time for the first goal. Corner it'll be. I've only gone for 7 to 8 corners, 4 cards, and Leeds to win by exactly 2 goals. Longstaff with the corner. From the free kick, of course. Oh, ball slipped. I'm on 32 minutes. Approaching the 33rd. Wide by Biol onto Nyonto. Goodmanson. Byline. And there's the shot. There's the goal. And Sean Longstaff's got it. The former Newcastle player puts Leeds in front. And if this one stands, that's one leg of the Coral Football Super Series completed. Could today be the day that I hit that jackpot? It's all looking rosy so far. If we can get 4 cards, only 8 corners, or 7, and Leeds to win by 2 goals, the jackpot will be mine. It was handball by Nyonto. And it's good news for me because it puts this baby intact and alive. 3 more cards, a maximum of 8 corners, and a 2-goal exact Leeds win. And I will be taking home the jackpot. And the Leeds fans correctly start singing Wembley. Where's my pen? Where is my pen? Don't know where my pen is. Ah, see it. Yeah, please don't forget, people, I had to reorganise the desk on Friday because obviously all of the desk, bar the side screen, came on holiday with me to Brighton. All got packed up. Oh, by the way, we've got a price boost for Leeds, Borough and Roma all to win. If that happens, £6 will be the max return. We've got a bet builder in play on this game as well. We're looking for under 5.5 goals. We're looking for a Leeds or Norwich victory, under 11.5 corners, a shot on target for Dominic Calvert-Lewin should he make an appearance, which he won't because he's not in the team. Leeds goal scorer Sean Longstaff then. And the Accra Insurance won't be coming through today because Sunderland failed to win. However, Lawns did win. And we are waiting on the results of Borough and Roma. And Roma will have kicked off by now. It's 5 o'clock. Middlesbrough. Where are you in Borough? There you are. And they are 1-0 up Borough as well. Borough goal scorer for you against Queen's Park Rangers. Was David Strellick on 20 minutes. And Italian Serie A. It is Genoa 0, Roma 0. 7 minutes gone. So plenty of time for that game to get into life. That game, of course, is half an hour behind the two games that I've got my eyes on, including the Borough game. And this one, with kickoffs at 4:30. Let's have a little check, shall we, on our stats and see what has come of it. We've had 3 corners. Please no more than 5 in the second half. No more than 5 second half. And yeah, a couple more yellow cards. 3 more. So yeah, no more than 5 yellow cards second half. I mean, look, that's on the basis we don't get any more corners second in this game. Yes, could it come through, guys? Could it be today in the FA Cup that the Football Super Series comes through? Well, we'll find out soon enough. If you don't know what the Coral Football Super Series is, by the way, it is a completely free-to-play slip. You can play it using your Coral Rewards card. And this slip is 4 legs. You play it for free. You will pick who you think is going to win or what the result will be. You may have exactly 2 goals or by 3+ goals, for instance, or whatever. Then you have to pick the time frame that the goal will be scored in. Of course, in this case, it is correct for me. You have to pick... Oh! Offside. Nonto made it to them. But yeah, anyways, completely free to play. And the jackpot is £100 if you do win it. For the Ladbrokes 1-2-3, which is the predict 3 scores, and you get the jackpot. Predict 2, you get a £5 free bet. Predict 1, you get a £1 free bet. This is also free to play using the Ladbrokes rewards card, the club Ladbrokes card, I should say, and you do get 2 entries, one on a bet station, and one over the counter using the coupon. And like I say, these two games are free to play. They always are here when they are available. We always play them. They are here. We do feature them. We like them. And I like them when they pay the jackpot. Oh, chance for Leeds. So yes, no more than 2 Leeds today, please. No more than 8 corners. And exactly 4 cards. We've got 2. We've got 2. We've got 2. Okay. We've got 3. Ow. I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, 3 cards. Oh, Goodmanson 2. They could have had 4. 2 disallowed. 2 in the back of the net. They're in control. And yeah, Leeds ending the half positively. And they're looking like they could run away with it. Norwich switched off. And Goodmanson with a finish. And there was a nutmeg on the way as well. Final minute of the half. I knew I should have put more cards on. We went from 1 to 3 in a matter of minutes. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're still well and truly intact here. We could still get all 4 selections, but we can only have 1 more yellow card. And we can't have any more. Well, we need Norwich to score the next goal if Leeds are going to score again. Or we need Norwich to score for every... Norwich need to score after any further goals from Leeds, basically. So, for instance, we need 3-1, 4-2, 2-0. You get the memo. So, yes, 4-2 or 5-3. Great. Entertaining game. Correct. And that's fine. Six minutes out of time at the end of the first half. 6. I've got talent up the front of the pitch. Norwich. It's not very good defensively against Premier League opposition, clearly. Been much better, though, second half of the season in the Championship. And it's there for all to see. Nonto on the turn. Oh, Peru, wide. And I'll happily keep letting chances get missed like that. I love the jackpot today. Another corner to add to the tally. We're now on 4. That's not a bad delivery either. And it dropped nicely for Ampadu, I think. Having to rush back all the time, Norwich defensively. Bang on the head for one of the Leeds players. Needs to definitely find a way to get themselves back in the game, Norwich. What a goal by Longstaff. Longstaff and Goodmanson with the 2 goals for Leeds. And the second half is about to close. "23 years, I've just been told, is the last time that Leeds reached an FA Cup quarter-final. So there is going to be at least 30 seconds off the pitch. It's Lucas Demecha, who was down with the head problem. We are back up and running. And it is to the referee's discretion now as to how much longer we will play in terms of on top of the 6 minutes because of that stoppage. We were due to go to 51 minutes with the 6 allocated out of minutes, but we will likely exceed that now with 1 minute left of the 6 added on minimum. Norwich getting a taste for the ball now, though, at least. Moving around the Leeds area. It's going to be free kick. Quarter Bakachi Mecha. Quarter Barala booking. I'm not sure if second yellows actually will count towards this, which is, I suppose, good news. Because it does say how many players will be carded, not how many cards. That's the half-time whistle. And Leeds go into the break with a 2-0 lead over Norwich. Sean Longstaff opened the scoring after the first disallowed goal. There was another one as well in between the opening goal and the second scored by Gabriel Goodmanson. The half-time score Leeds 2, Norwich City 2-0. So once again, the half-time score, Ellen Road, it's Leeds 2, Norwich City 0. I think it's time for some Pringles, don't you? Today, we have got Texas barbecue sauce. Yum. Just the two, though, for now. Because I want to save those for later when I can just scoff them. Let's bring you through some score lines across the football calendar and across Europe. Okay, still 0-0 between Genoa and Roma. It is in the German Bundesliga currently 2-1 to Bremen away to Union Berlin, who are down to 10 men. And that red card was issued to Schaffer, Andras Schaffer, or Schaefer. And it was a comeback with 2 goals in 4 minutes by Bremen. Derek Cohn got a debut from the penalty spot for Union Berlin, but 2 goals from Oliver Deman and Jens Stage to put Bremen 2-1 in front. Currently 2-0 to Rennes over Nice in the French Liga. Goals from Esteban Lapoule and Sebastian Szymanski. Then for Brest against Le Havre, goal from Romain Del Castillo on 45+2 to have them 1-0 up. Still to come, Ligue 1. Lyon against Paris FC, 7:45 kickoff. Spanish La Liga, Getafe 2, Real Betis 0. Final score. Goals from Martin Satriano and Kiko Femenia to win the game in the first half for Getafe over Betis, and 2-1 win for Villarreal over Elche with Santiago Marino rather, and Tajon Buchanan. Buchanan on the score sheet for Villarreal first half. There was a consolation from Andre Silva for Elche second half, and it finished 2-1 Villarreal. Still to come against Villarreal, kicking off in 3 minutes' time at 5:30, and Valencia against Alaves. Liga Portugal BetClick has got Benfica against Porto as the notable game, teams that we know. And Santa Clara against Vitória is another game as well, currently about to finish. Estrela Amadora 2, Gil Vicente 2. Feyenoord have 10 minutes to go in their game in the Netherlands, top division. And they are 3-3 against NAC Breda. EFL Championship, Queen's Park Rangers against Middlesbrough. 1-0 to Middlesbrough. Goal from David Strellick. And SofaScore is having problems again. Goal from David Strellick, and very, very dominant, as you will be able to see. Good evening to Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling. How you doing? Welcome aboard to you. Leeds looking in cruise control here. But yeah, just to show you, because there is a 4:30 kickoff live on Sky Sports. And that is Middlesbrough as they are away to Queen's Park Rangers. David Strellick's goal has Borough 1-0 up. And it is a dominant first half display from Middlesbrough so far, with only 2 attacking moments or spikes in the first half from Queen's Park Rangers. So 1-0 Borough at the break. At the stats, yeah, all Borough. Queen's Park Rangers have had 3 shots, and that must have been a blocked shot. That one did reach its target, but was probably saved by the goalkeeper for Borough. And then this one from the left had hit the post, it appeared, or maybe been pushed onto the post by the goalkeeper. As for Borough, they have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. And out of those 5 shots, this one hit the target. This one hit the target. Well, hang on a minute. That one didn't hit the target. This one forced a save, but this one from wide was the goal, I'm guessing. And this is the day. This is the David. No, this here is the David Strellick goal, and there's the information that you need on that goal from David Strellick to have Borough 1-0 up at Queen's Park Rangers. Champions League, and then I will let you know beyond that. Let's have a look at the Greek League, where Olympiacos later on. Evangelos Marinakis' second team are taking on PAOK at 7 o'clock. Belgian Pro League, Club Brugge held to a draw by Anderlecht 2-2. 3-1 win for Gent over Mechelen. And still to come, Standard Liège against Zulte Waregem at 5:30, kicking off. Should have kicked off now. And 6:15 for St. Trudense against Cercle Bruges. Turkish League, Samonspor about to beat Fenerbahce 2-1. And there was also a win for Rizespor over Antalyaspor 1-0. 1-1 between Gaziantep and Karagümrük. And Konyaspor 1, Kasim Pasa 1. Any updates from the Borough game, we will bring you, of course, as Middlesbrough look to close the gap on Coventry City once again. Or at least try to. But Queen's Park Rangers 0, Middlesbrough 1. It's a scoreline which puts Middlesbrough on to 69 points, closing that gap presumably to 5 points between themselves and Coventry. And this is the live league table, so yeah. Coventry, of course, top by 5 points. And in game week 37, which I presume is midweek next week, yep, it is an opposition of Preston at home. For Coventry, they should be beating Preston. And Middlesbrough are at home to Charlton. So 2 home games next up for these two. But there was a droppage of points from Ipswich, who could have been causing real problems for Borough and threatening their second place position. But Ipswich dropped points against Leicester, which I have to say is a huge bonus and a big sigh of relief for Borough. So yeah, that is what things are looking like in the EFL Championship. Next up for Ipswich, by the way, who, of course, are going to be there on the shoulder of Middlesbrough. They are up against Stoke in midweek. And so, yeah, as long as Borough now win their games, Ipswich will be no issue. Of course, they still have to get through today's match and get the 3 points in the bag and secured against Queen's Park Rangers. But judging by that first half and how poorly Queen's Park Rangers have played and how dominant Middlesbrough have been, you would expect them now to just go through that second half and get the 3 points, because that's what you got. That's what a promotion chasing team or a title chasing team does. But could Queen's Park Rangers come out in the second half with a sting in their tail? We will find out the full details of exactly what happens in the second half later on, after we finished with Leeds against Norwich, where it's 2-0 to Leeds United, who are in cruise control. Can Norwich get back into it, or at least clot the goals and prevent any more damage? We'll find out. Just a quick reminder then of the stats for the first half between Leeds and Norwich for you. 4 corners, 3 yellow cards. And a much higher XG for Leeds than Norwich. Fairly even ball possession. And 2 shots on target from 7 for Leeds. Only 1 shot in the entire game for Norwich, and that was off target. So I'm looking for 1 more card. Only 1 more player to be carded, I should say. 4 individual players to be carded. And only 4 more corners and a 2-goal winning margin for Leeds. Will I get it? Will I get the Coral Football Super Series jackpot? We'll find out at the end of the 90 minutes. Just a quick check once again on that Roma score before I do get back into full focus of this game. And it's still 0-0 between themselves and Genoa, and slightly in favour of Roma when it comes to attack momentum, but work to do for them. Can they get themselves a victory alongside Leeds and Middlesbrough to complete a PB price boost and give me a £6 win? Here we go then. So you guys know what I want. 2-goal winning margin from Leeds. Only 1 more yellow card for an individual player. So 1 more player to be carded. And just the 4 more corners. With a cap of 8. And if by some miracle this is a boring second half and those results come through, of course, remember, there is still a need for 1 more card, but we don't want to go over. And goalkeeping substitution here for Norwich. And in the second half, it is going to be goalkeeper Kovacevic to replace Grimshaw. And from what I'm told, Kovacevic is the first choice goalkeeper for Norwich. So, Grimshaw has gone off. There has been a goalkeeping change for Norwich. So, can Kovacevic keep a clean sheet? We'll find out. Here we go. And a reminder, the next action on Realltom Football after today will be 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. You can join at 7:45. It's the game live on Prime, and it's going to be Newcastle against Barcelona, where our focus turns to on Tuesday night. Wednesday, please note and please remember, it is an early start. You can join us at 5:30 for the 5:45 kickoff of Leverkusen against Arsenal. That is our Wednesday action for the Arsenal. And we are going to probably bring you the Europa League as well for a one-off because I'm not doing Friday. I'm not doing Monday. So yeah, Thursday I think we'll do Forest Midtjylland or Villa maybe as well, depending on what the games are, of course. But And of course, a reminder as well, the Europa League does technically tie in with the FA Cup, because if a FA Cup winner is not qualified for Europa League or Champions League football and they win the FA Cup, such as Norwich, such as Southampton, such as Port Vale, they will qualify for the Europa League. We are just into the second half. We're on 48 minutes now. So, yes, I mean, Crystal Palace, of course, the holders who were knocked out by Macclesfield, last year won the FA Cup final against Manchester City, 1-0 win. And that earned them a Europa League spot. Of course, though, that was taken away from them due to multi-club ownership rules. And Nottingham Forest had claimed their Europa League spot, and Palace were only allowed to play in the Conference League, once again due to multi-club ownership reasons. But if you do not break that criteria, you are definitely going to be able to play in the Europa League, subject to you not being in the Europa League already or the Champions League. If you have qualified for the Conference League and you win the FA Cup, your Conference League participation will be upgraded to Europa League. On top of that, if you win the FA Cup, you also get a spot in the FA Community Shield, no question about it. The only reason for there to not be an FA Cup winner in the Community Shield directly would be if the Premier League champions were also the FA Cup winners. If that happened, it would be Premier League first place against second place. Just like Arsenal Man City in the Community Shield, when Man City won both of those two trophies. Need it be reminded as well, Arsenal Man City is very soon going to be part of Realltom football, because the Carabao Cup final is 2 weeks today, on the 22nd of March. And on that day, we will only be doing the Carabao Cup final. There will be no Premier League coverage or reaction from me. Really, on that day, it will be Carabao Cup final only. And that, once again, is 2 weeks today, 4:30 kickoff. You are going to get coverage from 4:10 for that one. You're going to get extra 5 minutes of coverage, so 20 minutes of pre-match build-up. And that will be a 4:10 start for the Carabao Cup final in 2 weeks' time today. And my next live stream is on Tuesday. We're going to be live 7:45 for the 8 o'clock kickoff of Newcastle Barcelona, live on Prime. First 5 minutes of this first half have been quiet and nothing to report on. And that's exactly what I want, because the Coral Football Super Series jackpot hangs on really this second half, not having Leeds extend their lead, but maintain a 2-goal cushion. Only one more card, not exceeding 4 players being carded in the match. And only 4 more corners. With a minimum of 7. By the way. Yes, I would have preferred it if Leeds had gone in 1-0 up at half time. But nevertheless, you can have quiet second halves, and that's exactly what I need. Monto's intervention won the ball back, Norwich, straight away. Maintaining the ball well in this second half. Play stretched. Ahmed. Nice football and over the bar. We'll have a check on the Roma score, where they're about to go in half-time 0-0. And Jonathan, the Good of TV, is back in the house. How you doing, Jonathan? Good to see you and welcome aboard. Ten minutes gone nearly in this second half. 35, 36 rather minutes to go. Just under. Plenty of time for action. Plenty of time for an Norwich comeback. Plenty of time for maybe just one more card. And just 4 more corners. Not exceeding 8 and a minimum of 7. Unfortunately, using Flash Score, I can keep an eye on all the stats that I need. And should things go my way and stay quiet for the next 35 minutes with only 1 more player being carded by Darren England, I will be able to walk into the bookies tomorrow with winning myself £100. Towards Gibbs and Ampadu cleared. The Norwich fans making a bit of voice and singing, "Come on, City, come on, City." McLean hits one straight at Lucas Perry in the Leeds goal. Rolled out towards Lucas Mecha. For a front. Half time, it's Genoa 0, Roma 0. And EFL Championship, Middlesbrough. Still 1-0 up against Queen's Park Rangers, 65 minutes on the clock. So, is that a card? I have to check down here as well. On benches, no. Hang on. Starting lineups, no booking. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, Tanaka's gone in the book. So that is now the Fantastic Four. One more and it's gone. Well, I said one more player. Second yellow cards, I think, are fine. There we go. 2-2 yellow cards. You can stay 2-2. You can stay. Right. I just need at least 3 more corners. We need to have 3 more corners. We cannot exceed 8. And no more cards. No more players individually being booked. Any of the 4 books players right now receiving a second yellow card will not affect it. All hanging in the balance. Just half an hour of quietness and no more cards. Don't make Mr. England reach that pocket again. Kenny McLean. Lovely ball, but well read by James Justin, and back to Lucas Perry, who clears away. Nagoma. Blocked by Longstaff. Rebounds to Nagoma. Tanaka's intervention. Time by Magoma. Had a go. Straight at Perry. Had to reach for it, though, did Lucas Perry. 29 more minutes. I know what I want. And I know what I don't want. The only way we can see a yellow card is if a red card is shown straight after at this point. Nonto wins it. Yeah, had it picked off him by Field momentarily, but won the ball straight back. So yeah, the only way I can see a yellow card now and still win this is if, like I say, a red card is followed straight away. I can see changes for Norwich. The first is going to be Stacey on to replace Gibbs. Slimane on to replace Magoma. Magoma was not on a booking. So Cordova, oh, hang on, there's one more. Mundell Smith on to replace Chris Garden. So the 2 players for Norwich who are on bookings are still on the pitch, and the 3 players who have come on are replacing 3 players who've not been booked. That's good. There will be a moment here as well because the sunset has happened. Ramadan is a part of life, and players are allowed to break their fast. It's a foul. Hopefully not a yellow card. Nope. Like I say, can only have second yellow cards now. Because like I say, the market is players will be carded, not cards total. .26.5 minutes remain. McLean brings it forward. Will it stay nice and clean? Stacey, I don't mind corners, by the way. I don't mind corners if you're going to get one. Oh, side netting. Yeah, I don't mind corners. You can get corners, but only 3 more. 4 more. 4 more? Four more maximum. 3 more minimum. And still need to maintain the 2-goal Leeds margin of win. And yes, by the way, I know this is causing me to be very analytical about this game. I'm sure you're enjoying it. And I have got a very firm eye on the arms of Darren England and where those fingertips are going. Goodmanson on the ball. What do you think, people? 25 minutes without a card? Can we do it? Well, like I say, the exception is Al Tanaka, Sean Longstaff, Cordoba, or Ahmed. They can receive a card, being a second yellow card, because again, like I say, the market is how many players will be carded, not how many cards in the game. Meaning that a player can receive 2 cards, but still it stays at a count of 4 players being carded. So second yellow, that's non-so. He's smirking. Has he been booked? No, there's nothing in it. Ooh. I can hear the crowd getting upset. I can hear whistles being blown. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, yes, another thing as well. Straight red cards for any of the booked players are also fine. In other words, the only way that I can see cards coming out now, or if a red card comes out for one of the 4 currently booked players. So if I see the yellow card and the red, good. If I see a straight red, I need to check which player it's for. Well, caught Tanaka there. Is that going to be a booking? I hope not. Wasn't great. Might be worth a booking. Oh, Saman's being zoomed in on. No, no booking. Good. I'm just going to check. No, I'll check it. I'm going to check it just in case. Nope. Good. And the corner count still at 4. We need more. Need more. More than 4, less than 8. No, less than 9, rather. Not 8 or less. Well, no, 8 or 7. 7 or 8. 7 to 8. "22 minutes. Ball, McLean. Yeah, see, I wouldn't mind if that deflected behind for a corner. Substitution for Leeds, going off the pitch, Lucas Demecha. To be replaced by Sean. Sorry, hang on a minute. Sean Longstaff, Dan James, and Altanaka, rather, being replaced by Pascal Stroud, Jaden Bogle, and Anton Stack. Sean Longstaff and Altanaka both on bookings, being replaced. That now leaves us with only 2 players that can be carded at this point. Remind you of those 3 changes. Pascal Stroud, Jaden Bogle, and Anton Stack replacing Altanaka, Dan James, and Sean Longstaff. And by the way, this is Daniel Farker against his former club. Forgot to mention that. Nemecha, can he create something that might lead to a corner kick? Nope. Don't need cards, need corners. Literally. All this sits on is Peru. Oh, it's at the bar. Did the goalkeeper touch it? Did the goalkeeper touch it? No, he didn't. I don't think. No. Oh, he might have done. No. It was close, though. Oh, no, they've given a corner. They've given... I'll take that. They've given a corner. In from Perot. Clear your lines, Norwich. Although that's going to be another corner. It is. That's 2. It was a quick check on a potential infringement by McLean. No, nothing given. Yeah, play on. Corner kick. Okay. So, another check on the stats. We're still 4 cards. We're now on to 6 corners, and we only need, in 19 minutes, 1 more. With a maximum of 2. It's a squeeze. It's a squeeze. It's a squeeze. It's a statistical squeeze. Yeah, so you can have a 10-minute break now without having caught. Yeah, well, in fact, yeah, you can bleed and make me wait for the 90th minute now for any more corners. Thank you. I only need one more, and that's it. The tiniest bit more flexibility with the corner market. And by the way, with the when will the first goal be scored market, you always get a 15-minute window, and the first goal met that 15-minute window. Did it? I'm almost sure it did. $32. Yes, it did. It was perfect. And Purdue. I'm going to keep counting the stats because why not? Play this. It's good. It's good. It's a free to play and it's fun. When it's like this, it's fun. When it's this tight, it's fun. Because if you do get it, you feel amazing. That's offside. And hopefully just offside with no cards being shown or anything like that. Nope. Well done, Darren England. You're still in a good book. 16 more minutes. Only one more corner required. And that is it. I do not need anything else to happen other than one more corner kick. And I will win the Coral Football Super Series jackpot. And by the way, I am allowed 2 more corners. I can go up to 8, but I only need 1 more. So I can have 2, but I only need 1. Need 7, can't go above 8. Final quarter of an hour, final push. Can we get it? Can we get it? I mean, I'm surprised we've lasted this long without any more cards. So Peru, the matchup, good save. And that is a corner, which brings the tally up to 7. We can only have 1 more. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I did say wait. Justin gets his head to it. Goalkeeper was scurrying across. Kovacevic has been much better in goal than Grimshaw, has to be said. Did he concede the corner? Please tell me he didn't. He beats it away. Oh dear. Right, no more. No more. No more corners. No more corners, no more cards. We are on 8 now. The numbers are all exact. We're at capacity. In other words, we're on 8 corners. We're on 4 cards. We can't go above either one of those numbers. Oh dear, this is going to be a 14-minute squeeze. 30-minute squeeze. Yeah, just keep pissing about Norwich. Without cards being given. Without Leeds' 2-goal lead being lost. For me, this is going to feel like a long 12.5 minutes. Because if I could have the full-time whistle now, it'd be great. Fortunately, the amazing thing is, with these slips, if we were to go to extra time, which won't happen, I'm almost sure of that, the slip stops on 90 minutes. Once the full-time whistle's gone, that's it. Just going to do another check. I mean, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. 8-4, good. Stay that way. Can't have any more corn. Can't. $11 minutes. Slimane offside. Flag up. Do you know what, though, Norwich? Keep coming forward for me. Keep doing it. I'm going to be gutted if I don't win this now. Well, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just going to stay quiet about any feelings I've got about it. I'm just going to sit and hope. Would make it worth watching. Would make it feel so worth my time watching this game if I could just... I mean, I'm watching everything by an absolute... I mean, this second half, I've watched it like a hawk. Don't get booked for time wasting. I beg you. Don't. Don't concede a foul. Good tackle. Keep going forward, Norwich. That's a slip. I don't know what I'm more concerned about, the corners or the cards at the minute. It's Leeds who are winning the corners. It's Norwich who are giving away the cards, really. Get me drift? One team's doing it, well... My mind's starting to wander of when the full-time whistle is. Because I am 10 minutes away from a jackpot. And Darren England, you're a good boy for not putting your... I tell you what, Darren England's going to earn himself points with me if there's no more cards coming out or no more corners given. That's all I need. No more cards, no more corners, no more goals. Jobs are good. And I know it sounds boring, but it wins me money. Money which is going to go towards that vlogging camera. Don't take too long with the throw. Don't concede a yellow card. Don't give away a corner. Don't get booked for time wasting. 8 minutes. Come on. Keep going forward, Norwich, because when you're going forward, it appears as though things are not happening, which is good. When you go forward, there's no cards or corners being given. Leeds seems to be finding quite a lot of ease in winning corners. It's good game management by Norwich, this, to be fair. Not conceding anymore. Don't concede a yellow card. I beg the law. That's just cleared away nice and long. Good. I'll take that. I'm going to let off a massive cheer if this all comes through correct, by the way. And I have every right to cheer as well, because it'll be the first time in over 2 years that I've triggered this jackpot. The match wins his header. Ooh, that made my heart jump just then. That's the Metro on the stretch for it. Couldn't keep the bat. That's good. I don't mind that. Keep playing on. And hopefully we don't get much added time. The less added time, the better for me. Not because I'm in a rush to get out of here. Because I'm in a rush to get this through. McLean, don't foul him. Six minutes left. McConville out wide. Slimane. Nice play. Good intervention. That could have been. Don't ruin it. I'm working with tight numbers here. If I could change the ink, I would. Nemacha. Oh, there's open space for a goal. And Joel Perot adds it. You better tell me Roma are winning. And they're not. Three 0. It's exactly what probably deserve it. Kicking the sea for me. If an offside could come about here. That'd be great. No. It's a really good finish and the space just opened right up. Can Norwich find a consolation to put the margin back to 2 goals and give me this jackpot? That's a bit of shirt pulling. Get off him, Jayden Bogle. Wow, Borough have won 4-0. Wow, Borough have won 4-0. Brilliant second half by Borough. Brilliant second half by Borough. If Norwich do score, the numbers are still correct on cards and corners. What a win for Borough. Love a consolation from Norwich. Love a consolation from Norwich. it would be the territory of winning a jackpot. Could they, just could they, find themselves a consolation tonight? It is an injury hit Norwich side. Can the injury hit Norwich side find a goal to put me back to where I want to be? Leeds only leading 2-0 by 2 goals. It most certainly, though, by the way, there'll be no question that there'll be a big free bet coming off this, should all the numbers stay correct, or bar that the winning margin for Leeds. It'll be, I think, either a £2 or a £5 free bet. But there's still a chance that Norwich could find some consolation. And that consolation would bring the jackpot. Nothing in that. Come on then. Come forward. Go. I'm looking at you now, Norwich, because I want you to get a consolation. I've never viewed football more closely. Nonto pulls it across. If Nemacha scores here, it's all over, but it's not. It's wide. And that shouldn't be a corner. That's a Megs. I don't want... well, obviously, if the corner count goes any higher than 8, the free bet will, of course, go down to a £1. But again, it's not over. Because if these Canaries get a goal... Oh, could they? No, straight at the goalkeeper. Poor shot. Three minutes out of time. Oh, do you know what? Now I want more, because I want Norwich to get a goal. Could they still? Out wide to the right. Throw. Make the most of it. If you can score from open play, not via set play, that'd be great, Norwich. Can't have any corners now. There's still 2 minutes. Could they get the consolation that I'm looking for? I'm in the hunt for it. Free kick's been given, by the way, to Norwich here. Foul in the back by Ampadu. Hopefully no card from England. No, Darren England's doing all right here. Well, that's a nice 1-2 flick, but it didn't quite lead to the opportunity of a goal. Stacks popped it forward and Nemacha. Offside. 1 more minute. Can they? Oh, Callum Fisher's been booked. Which means it's going to go down to a £1 free bet. It's over. It's over. It's over. Ah, Leeds, why did you score 3? But then, well, look, a consolation for Norwich would still put it back to a higher free bet, but it's going to be 2 markets correct out of 4. Close, though. We're not going to get another corner, I don't suspect. If we do get another corner, it's all over. There won't be any free bet. And that's it. So, we do get the free bet. We don't get anything else done. And Roma are still not ahead against Genoa either, but they are having a good attacking phase at the minute. But the full-time whistle's gone here, and it finishes here. A deserved 3-0 Leeds win. Norwich had a much better performance second half, definitely tightened things up, but could not save themselves. The final score is a 3-0 scoreline, and I was close to that Coral Football Super Series jackpot, but not close enough. Full-time score is Leeds 3, Norwich 0, and Leeds, for the first time in 23 years, make the quarterfinals of the Emirates FA Cup. Just a quick roundup of what has happened today then in the Emirates FA Cup. And it is results in favour of Leeds, who've beaten Norwich 3-0 here. 1-0 winners over South Sunderland today were Port Vale, and a big win for Southampton at the Craven Cottage as they all reach the quarterfinals, meaning your teams in the Emirates FA Cup quarterfinals are Wolverhampton, Liverpool, after beating Wolves, Arsenal, after beating Mansfield, Chelsea, after beating Wrexham after extra time, the only game so far that has gone to extra time. Still could be one more done. And Manchester City, after beating Newcastle, who were appalling second half. And today, Southampton are quarter-finalists. Port Vale are quarter-finalists. Leeds United are quarter-finalists. And all that is left is West Ham against Brentford. Those two teams will both go into the draw together before they play at the London Stadium tomorrow night. And that is your viewership. Tomorrow night, I won't be keeping an eye on that, but I will be keeping an eye on the draw. Next up for Realltom Football, it's Champions League action, and we return to you on Tuesday night. Newcastle are against Barcelona. That is a 8 o'clock kickoff. Then, need I remind you, I'm going to put it on the screen for you just to let you guys see it visually so that you understand that it is an earlier kickoff for Bayer Leverkusen against Arsenal, and we'll be live for that one at 5:30. So, that is a 5:45 kickoff on Wednesday. So note it down in your books that is an early kickoff for Bayer Leverkusen against Arsenal. 5:45 kickoff on Wednesday. I will be live for that. So remember, the start time is 5:30. And in 2 weeks' time, Can I have a drum roll? It's the Carabao Cup final live on Realltom Football. It's Arsenal against Manchester City, the favourite cup final on this YouTube channel, the Carabao Cup final. And that famous music is on its way back to you guys for one more time and one more time only this season. It is the Carabao Cup final in 2 weeks' time on this day, Sunday, the 22nd of March, a 4:30 kickoff. You want to be here for it, and you don't want to miss the Carabao Cup final. Bye-bye from me. Take care, and we will see you all on Tuesday for the Champions League as it makes its return and the opening day of the knockout stages.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.